Good morning, Blues. Welcome back to another video. Stephen here at the early hours of Saturday morning ahead of Manchester City versus Luton Town later on in the Premier League. It's going to be a fun game of football. Of course, this video is live, so if you're watching, say good morning, say ciao, say hello, say welcome to the channel. Don't say that. That's what I say to you. I'm very tired still. Hello to Owen and hello to Typo as well in the chat. It's good to see you guys here. Give the video a like as well if you are new to this channel. It does mean a lot. I do read all the comments as well, and thank you as well for the really nice feedback on the collab video with LB Nobbins the other day. I enjoyed doing that too. If you do want to see more of those collabs like that, and this is an intention of mine, as soon as I escape the hazy clutch of having a toddler, which I'm slowly coming out of, if I'm being honest, then I want to get more people on the channel. So if you enjoy that, do let me know in the comments who you want to see on the channel, who we try and get on. But I'm very lucky to know all these wonderful City content creators, and it'd be a shame if I didn't chat to him more regularly over here on Esteemed Company. And I want to, and I should do. Of course, Manchester City versus Luton, no rest for the wicked and all that. The games are coming fast. Absolutely. I will get Harambe. God, that's a name. I'm not here for a while. I'll get Jordan and Oliver on. I'll get them on as a collective as well. I've already reached out to Hugh as well. I'll get him on the channel one day soon. Of course, you know, Asan, and I'll try and get maybe like maybe we're trying to get Sam and David Mooney on one time, and I'll just try to get collectives on. I'll get the Noisy Lads on again as well. I just want to try and do that because we've got some wonderful creators. But anyway, anime, yeah, well, absolutely, mate. Always, you're welcome on when we do the fan view on. But in general, I'm trying to get like other channels on right now, so you know, to sort of broaden horizons. But I am, of course, live later on today, by the way, on Tifo yet again. If you're not caught in my Tifo watch-alongs yet, what are you doing? It's a brand new platform that I'm helping develop and support. It's wonderful stuff over there. I really enjoy it. It's a totally different feel to YouTube watch-alongs over here, but I really like it. Loads of wonderful new features. And as Anime hinted earlier, you can chat to me as well during the game if you want to. You generally can just join the stage, put your hand up, and come and chat to me during the game, which is good fun to get a little bit of dynamic kind of chat as the game happens. And of course, it's got new features over there as well, such as you got your profile. Finally, it's very early, basically the alpha stage, so you're helping develop it. And of course, you've got things like threads. It's got loads of interactive stuff. Come and join me, basically, if you want to join the watch along later. It's good fun, man. Link in the description below. Use the referral code Stephen in capital letters to join up and help support the channel. It does. Yeah, it's great, and you can suggest things the way the platform builds, and I want to build a nice community over there, so fingers crossed. I'll see you there later on for Tifo for about 2:45 or something like that. This is very early, Aspie, but I mean, me, Nicola, and Ruben have been up since 6:15 because my son is very early. So let's get on to this game. Manchester City versus Luton. I'll go to the big facts and all that kind of stuff and look where we are and what's going on. I've noticed my haircut's finally starting to settle. Sorry, I had a haircut 2 days ago. I was in that awkward, just had a haircut, looks a bit stupid stage. It still looks a bit stupid, but it's settling now. I just noticed it on the camera. City currently sat in third, 1 point adrift of Arsenal and Liverpool. It's not much at all. Things can change, and I think actually, if I'm right, let me double check. We can go top of the table because Liverpool play tomorrow. Arsenal play tomorrow. Liverpool got Crystal Palace tomorrow. Given their shocking performance the other day, you never know. Aston Villa is not easy. We could be top by the end of Sunday as well here, guys. So this is a very serious game of football. A big game of football, man. So you never know where we could be. So go out there, win, and we'll see how we get on. So back to the table again. Of course, City sat in third. Luton are currently down in 18th. They are not out of this league yet. They are not out of this league. Currently on 25 points. Tied with Forest. Who knows how many more points Everton will get deducted, or who's going to get deducted points next. But they're currently tied with Forest. They are still alive here, 6 games left. And Luton are a very interesting side right now. If you look at Luton's recent results, of course, a very impressive victory last weekend against Bournemouth. A huge victory for them. Jordan Clark and Carlton Morris getting the goals. And they deserve that statistically. A brave side, Rob Edwards' side. And Guardiola was very complimentary of Rob Edwards as well. He says chapeau in terms of he likes how he takes his teams and plays his style, which is aggressive and sort of direct. And, you know, impressive at the same time. Like it's sort of He sort of just his commitment to his team playing his style is really, really appreciated. 19 shots, yeah. I mean, as you see there, 3 at the back, sort of wing backs. Ross Barkley in midfield has been an absolute revelation for them. Andros Townsend is always culpable for a goal against us. Chong, ex-United lad, really good. Kabori won't be able to play, of course, as well. Unfortunately, it's his home, his club, Manchester City. He won't be able to play. But they're a good side, man. 2-1 was a massive victory for them. Look, they did lose to Arsenal 2-0, but there's no shame in that, of course. Did lose to Spurs as well. A 1-0 draw at Forest wasn't bad. Bournemouth got the revenge there. They do need this. Of course, the last time we played them, it was playing telly for Manchester City. They had a few chances here and there, to be fair to them. But Erling Haaland scored 5 goals that day. And Kovacic's got the other with a lovely finish as well, to be fair to him. And I suspect this is something of a blueprint that we'll see. We'll get onto that later, but I want you to remember that team for a reason. We'll go over to Guardiola's quotes and what he's been saying about the game. Like he's been chatting a fair bit. Where are we going? All the way back. Guardiola has said a lot about the game. Here we go. So he said about the team news, we have training. He didn't know at the time. He said, we know that the position we're in the Premier League, we cannot drop points, which is true. They can't drop points right now. It's absolutely crucial, and they know that. The players know that, which is good news. He talks about RODRI. He said, I didn't speak with him, but if he needs rest, he'll have rest. Oh, no. Which I think he was just messing. But either way, yeah. He said, Guardiola said the games he's tied in the second half, he's better than the first half against Crystal Palace and Madrid. Not physicality, more mental energy. He's so important for us. We'll decide tomorrow. Interesting there that Guardiola's sort of playing his tiredness down a little bit, saying it's more mental fatigue than physical fatigue. I don't know about that, Pep. He was absolutely breathing heavily on the counter, but maybe he's right, you know. Ederson is still the first choice keeper, Guardiola confirms. He talks about the calendar, saying it's getting worse and worse and worse. And it is. Injuries everywhere, you know. It's ridiculous. And look, I think there's too many games of football. This is from a guy who makes football commentary for a living, you know. So even I think that. And I think we should need to chill it down a little bit. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Guardiola was very defensive of Haaland. He said Haaland is a young player. He has margin to improve, but it's more about the team than him to get better. He said we scored 3 goals. He had 2 central defenders near him. Apparently, that was the plan to sort of he's occupying 2 central defenders to make a little bit of space. Yeah, I mean, I sort of agree. I think he needs to be better, Haaland, in certain aspects of his game, absolutely. But we can't deny the fact that he does. You know, everyone talks about you having 10 men on the pitch. It's totally harsh because if we had 10 men, the central defenders would be nothing. They'd be defending better. So you can't deny the impact of him taking up their presence and so on. But anyway, on Foden, he said, I didn't see the team. He doesn't know yet. We'll have to find out. Loads and loads and loads of talk about general injuries. He said, with the defenders injured, we have a big, big struggle. We cannot rest. Yeah, we can't rest at all on that front. The players have to keep playing. We've got too many players out. If a player doesn't want to play, he won't play. If they're too tired, just look at the games. You see how vital RODRI is doing. So Guardiola's saying there, if RODRI feels that way, he doesn't have to play, and it's probably true, to be fair. You don't have to play if you don't want to play, if you're not fit enough. It's interesting. Guardiola, you look in his eyes and see if he wants it. And he doesn't think he wants it, he won't play him. The thing is about the Haaland stuff, I'm going to sort of go on a slight tangent. I think everyone can admit, I can admit that Haaland's goal-scoring form hasn't been great, you know, compared to last season's standards. And he occasionally can get sort of in and out of a game. But I want to say it right now, we're witnessing in the press, in my opinion, and from fans of other teams, and you guys, some of you guys are absolutely falling for it too. They're witnessing an attempt to downplay what Erling Haaland has done. And it's absolutely, if we're being honest, it's borderline scandalous. The man has scored goals at a freakish level, so to the point last year where we were questioning whether he was even human or not. He's the most instinctively natural finisher I've ever seen in football. He's ridiculous. An incredible finisher. And yes, his levels dipped a bit this season, but to play down what he's accomplished, to play down what he's done in a football shirt so far in his life, to call him a League Two footballer, to question his focus to question his desire to improve, to question his ability as a footballer. It's absolutely unfair and it's cynical. And it's cynical because it's attempted to denigrate or downplay Manchester City yet again. And Haaland is part of that because they fear him, because he makes football look easy when he's in that goal-scoring form. So don't buy into it too. What Haaland actually needs... Exactly, he's the current Premier League top scorer. He's getting criticism. What he needs is more chances created, and he needs support because he's a young lad. Now, he's very well paid, very successful. He doesn't need us to mummy him. I get that. But he is a 23-year-old lad still. Things aren't always perfect. And what he does need, as Guardiola keeps saying, is support. And he will come out the other side of it and be the Haaland that's bagging 50-odd again. And he'll probably even get close to it this season anyway. Now, I'm not saying he's been perfect, but I can't get behind this idea that actually he lets us down. No, if anything, it's the other way around. You know, we don't create chances for him. And his link-up play is nowhere near as bad as people suggested. It's silly. Look, Haaland is on for... How many goals has he got this season? Let's have a double check. I don't know how many he's on. Like, Haaland, let me quickly check. Perspective is, Haaland's got this season... Haaland already has this season 30 goals for Manchester City Football Club, right? And Aguero's best ever record, what, was like 32 for City? I mean, I love Sergio, but this is what I'm on about. Let's get perspective here. Let's get a bit of, common sense is what I would say. But anyway. So we got a whole bunch of players out. Of course, last time out is how we get on against Real Madrid. An absolute thriller. This was the team. Good morning, Moniefo. Good morning to, by the way, to Caribbean, to Mancu, to Edward, to Onami, to Mean, to Aspie in the chat, to Cyan, to 65. It's all appreciated. Please give the video a like, by the way. Please subscribe if you are new to the channel. So this is how we lined up against Real Madrid. As you can see, Stones, Diaz, Josko, Akanji, RODRI, Kovacic, Bernardo, Foden, Jack, and Haaland, and Ortega in goal. And then you see on the bench, we had a whole bunch of players. Alvarez, Ederson, De Bruyne, Gomez, Nunes, Oscar Bob, Sousa Home, Rico, Lewis. Very relevant, and Doku, of course, because I think we're going to see quite a few changes. Now, I'm expecting a similar team to the last time we played them. Last time we played Luton Town, which was sort of like, I'll go back to it there. It was like this. So there's going to be some changes. I think that midfield of Nunes, Kovacic could actually start again here if RODRI isn't going to play. Does everyone agree with that? I think that could be... look at that top forward line bit there. I think it's going to be that. I think what we're going to see is sort of repeat the same process as last time. I think Ederson is going to get a start in goal. He'll get his start just because I think he's going to. I think Ortega's done nothing wrong, but I think Ederson will get his start. I'm going to sort of work the shape to be something like this, I reckon. I think this will be Ederson. He remains City's number one still. This will be left back, which is going to have to be Oscar Vardial because Ake is not available yet. I see Diaz. I see Akanji. I think Stones gets a rest. I see Rico Lewis here. I think this is going to be De Bruyne there. I think that's going to be Kovacic, Nunes. On the right, Bernardo, I think, will actually get another start. Maybe Doku gets a start. Bernardo gets a rest. Grealish, and I think Alvarez, I think Foden gets a rest. What does everyone reckon to that? I think it's going to be something like that. With, of course, Rico coming into midfield. At home at the Etihad, this should be enough. It should be, I think it's going to be look something like this. Something like that. When we got the ball. I don't know. I can see something like this potentially. It could be, of course, that we play Foden as well. I don't think so, personally. It could be that we play Haaland, maybe. But I think Alvarez gets a start. Maybe everyone reckons Haaland starts. You're probably right. I'll put Haaland in. I think Bernardo gets a rest. I think RODRI gets a rest. I think Stones gets a rest because I think he needs it. Bob could get the nod. That's a good shout there to go to. It's a really good shout, actually. But for Jack or for Doku, what do we reckon? Bob for Jack or Doku? Because he can play either side. I like that shout. I can hear Nicola downstairs getting Ruben to try shot daddy. For Jack, Bob is going to start, I reckon. I don't know where. But I think it's going to be something like that. And it should be enough, man. It should be enough. Look, I'm expecting this City side to come out And I don't know. I think they'll be good. I think we should have just about got enough here. Last time we played them, by the way, previously was 6-2, but there was time before that, of course, as well, back in December. Where was it? Let me find it. We beat them 2-1 away from home, and that day, this is how we lined up. It was this as a lineup. It was Jack again. Alvarez played, of course. Foden, Silva, RODRI, and Kovacic. Walker, Diaz, Ake, Vardy. So there we go. Look, for them, you have to keep Barkley. I think, is Adebayo out for them? I think he is, isn't he? Yeah, they've got so many players out. Tom Lockyer, Marvelous Nakamba, Jacob Brown, Elijah Adebayo. They've got so many players out. Lakonga, Anderson. They're missing quite a few players. We should be alright though. I'm gonna say City should win this 3-0. I reckon it should be reasonably comfortable. It should be, guys. This is the most fair thing I'll ever say, but I'm going to dip out on this preview now because we're taking Ruben to go swimming. Please give the video a like. If you want to watch the watch along later, it is over on Tifo. Click the link in the description right now. Join me later for a brand new experience on a brand new platform. And it's a wholesome place over there with loads of potential to develop. And I want some of your guys' feedback as well. I'll catch you in a bit, though. For now, though, up the Blues. I'm feeling confident and glad you enjoyed the video of the day with LB and Obbins. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, like in a bit. Come on, you Blues.